passing downs? Absolutely. But let's do this. This is your real issue. Let's go by the numbers. If the eye in the sky is and what your eyeballs are not telling you, here's some facts that you can't debate. Offensively, LSU is 4th in the country in first downs, 5th on third down offense, 10th in passing offense, 7th in the country in total offense, 36th in rushing. But let's look at what's going on defensively. 56th in first down defense, 99th in the country in third down defensive efficiency, 68th in passing defense or passing yards allowed, 70th in scoring defense, 66th in total defense. Where you look on the left and the offense is damn near top 10 in everything besides the rushing offense. And now I do think you can make an argument with Logan Diggs in the lineup that you are a top 10 rushing football team along with Jaden Daniels. But defensively, in all of the big-time metrics, total defense, getting off the field on third down, first down defensive conversion rate, how many first downs are you allowing? Total defense, all of those metrics, you are a mid to below mid defense. You are. That has been the issue. You can talk, we have talked about individuals. We have talked about should this guy play over this guy, and you're not wrong. Jordan Jefferson is a guy that should be starting. Ask today about it. Brian Kelly said that Jordan Jefferson is twitchy. He's really strong. We're going to have to get him into that nose tackle role when we go on our 3-down lineman package. Yeah, and Mason Smith is going to have to come out, or you're going to have to put him in a different position to where he's not going to have to go up against double teams. Because when he has, it has not been well. Whether he's out of shape, whether he's trying to knock off some rust, whether he's still playing hurt because of the ankle, it doesn't matter. But when you break it all down, when you look at by the numbers of what LSU has done, 4th in first downs, 5th in third down conversion, 10th in passing offense, 7th in total offense in the country. By the way, you've played better teams than a team like that's number 1 in the country, aka Washington. You have played better competition, and your offense is going off. Defensively, the most concerning number that you have here is that you're 99th in third down conversion. During the offseason or during the non-playing portion of the year, what did we talk about ad nauseum? If there's one area that LSU outright has to improve in, was third downs. You have to get off the field on third down. It's the money down. I don't know if you have to look at this and say schematically you have to do some things different, but yeah, you're going to have to. I do not want to continue to play in a passive way that it feels like at times LSU plays because of how bad the secondary has been. Now, you can adopt the philosophy of bend, don't break. You can adopt the philosophy of, well, if you want to send pressure, then you have one-on-one coverage with some of these DBs who have not looked great. I'm with you. You're giving them up already. You are giving that up already. You're going to have to affect the quarterback. You're going to have to affect this running game. And playing the right guys at the right moment has to be step one to some extent. Jordan Jefferson has to see at least 35 snaps a game on the defensive line. He's going to have to, whether he's in enough condition to do it, regardless of what it is. He probably is your best interior defensive lineman at the current moment. Secondary. I mean, a lot of these third down conversions that you're giving up are through the air. On a money down. You're going to have to start rotating some of these other guys in defensively, man. if you want to go where you can go. Now, Brian Kelly did mention, and I'll start getting to a couple comments here in just a second. Brian Kelly did mention that he thinks that LSU just needs to do the simple things better. I just don't know if it's that simple, though. Like, I don't think it's as simple as filling your run gaps or schematically the RPOs that you were getting beat on. That's a schematic issue. If you're playing 10 yards off the ball, how do you really expect for Zy Alexander or Denver Harris, for that matter, breaking on that route when everything is telling him not to? You're putting him at a disadvantage. You're putting him at a disadvantage. The one pressure you sent, or at least what it looked like that Greg Penn was rushing on the RPO, he batted it in the air. And normally when you have plays like that, you hope that you can generate some turnovers. That's another area that you got to get better in. Guys, we are not, and I'm not saying that Matt House doesn't work on this. We got to generate some turnovers. You got, really, the turnover from Andre Sam got your offense sparked and moving a little bit. That was what started turning some things around for you offensively, giving this offense that if you give time to some extent, is going to be able to run the ball. And Jaden Daniels is going to throw the ball down the field. Like, the only real nitpicky thing that I walk away offensively from Saturday, Jaden's got to hit those route things sooner. But Brian Kelly said, look, Jaden's coming off the field, and the first thing when we talked to him, he goes, all right, I missed this a half step. I'm back on it. I'm with you. I'm back on it. Okay, he adjusts in a game where he's doing bad. He then starts hitting things later in the game. Guys, he wasn't doing that a year ago. He just wasn't. The only true thing for me that I did not like offensively in the game is you came out swinging by throwing the ball all over the place and not establishing a running game fast enough to get your quarterback help in the passing game. If you go down there on the first drive and you start running the ball effectively, I know you want to come out and start laying haymakers like your Lennox the Lion Lewis. I know that that's what you want to do. But if your quarterback is struggling early, and if you have if Jaden's not able to find it as quickly as he did, then you're going to have to start running the ball. That's the only nitpicky thing that I can talk about Saturday offensively. But again, when you go by the numbers, if you don't want to believe the eye in the sky, look at how dominant you have been offensively on every money thing that you can. People want to talk about a dot. They want to talk about this dot. Whatever dot you want to talk about. These are the important numbers. And when you look at what LSU has been defensively, it has not been good. It's not been good enough. You have too much talent in this team to not be in the playoff picture with that defensively. All right.